Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to attempt number 4 at shooting this YouTube video. How do you like my set so far? This is the beautiful and exclusive Content Partners in San Diego, California. It's our secret DIY venue. The secret's getting out, I guess. So yeah, this is a spot where we have shows, and sometimes we shoot some videos too. And today we're doing my YouTube videos. I wanted to do what I'm calling a beat diary today. Beat diary episode 1 coming to you from Content Partners, Sakasal. I got my Digitakt. I got my new pocket operator. Been playing with these things a lot. And yeah, I was hoping to have some more music for you this time. I didn't want to just do another unboxing video. As you can see, I took the pocket operator out of the box. I didn't save this for you. Sorry. I got the box here, though. I can put it back in and pretend to do, we can do that thing. You know me. We talked about that already. Yeah, and I got the Digitakt. And this is a beat diary. It's a beat diary because I'm just going to show you some progress on some beats I've been making. Been really busy. I want to upload a whole performance soon. But I just haven't had time to work out the set I want to run on just the Digitakt. Because recently I moved. I used to live upstairs from here in Content Partners, and now I'm crashing at a friend's house because things got kind of shaky with the landlord. But we don't need to get into that. But yeah, your boy's out on the streets. If you got a room, if you got a room or something, hit me up with that. I can make lo-fi hip-hop beats in your basement or attic. I'd be more than happy to. But yeah, here we are anyway, the Digitakt. So I wanted to go over some of the progress I've been making. I got a couple beats I've been working on the Digitakt, and I got something I'm working on the pocket operator. So yeah, I guess let's get into it. I've been ripping some samples. The first thing that I sampled, and I'm gonna go over these projects sort of in the order I've been working on them in. So this is I think it gets a little progressively better or weirder, but this is just a bunch of unfinished things that I'm still just working on. These are the projects I've started, and I'm probably gonna start anything too new on the Digitakt, and I've got something else I want to do on the pocket operator. But the cool thing about the pocket operator actually is that I guess because it's got its limits, although it's really great, it's a really great sampler, works great as a sampler, does everything that you would want a sampler to do. I got whistle samples in here right now. I'm gonna hold it to the microphone and hopefully you can hear it. I'll plug this in later when I go over this too. But that's just some samples I made of me and my friend whistling. But yeah, it's just cool. Just due to its constraints, you can it's sort of like a one project kind of thing if you really want to get into it. Because I can sort of work on one project on this, one track, and that's probably gonna take up all my slots. And so it'll stop me from doing the thing that I do on the Digitakt, which has a really large hard drive. I'm not exactly sure how much it is, where you can just start one project and then do another one. You could start 10 projects and leave them halfway done and fill this thing up with samples that you never use and just keep putting more samples in it, because there's just so much space in it. But yeah, the Digitakt. Let's get into it. It's got a really great workflow. I've been using drum machines for a long time. And this is by far one of the craziest ones I've ever used. As far as the sampling is really great. It's got a really great sampler. It only samples for 33 seconds. But, that's pretty good. It's no SP404 where you can just load whole tracks into it and use it to do your set list. But in a way it is. Because the SP404, you can record those tracks into them. On this thing, you've got a 33-second limit using the inputs to record your sample. But from what I heard, you can actually, I haven't tried this yet, but you can actually load whole, larger than 33-second samples into it and play them. You just have to use a computer. So you got the 33-second limit with your inputs, but you can also just load longer samples in with your computer. I believe you end up with about you got 200 minutes or so. I think I did the math, something around that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But I guess it's not meant to be used the way some people use an SP404 to play their whole set. I feel like it's more of a just designated beat making station. But you can do a lot of cool things on it. You can't chop. It doesn't have it doesn't chop samples for you. So you've got the 8 designated tracks. You could load a sample, I guess, and then chop it, and you can set like you can set the same sample to all 8 buttons, and then have each button like cue a different scene in your sample. You know, started at a different area, and you can get that chopped effect, which I don't have an example of now because I think that's kind of a silly thing to do with this. Because you can also set trigger points and you can make the same sample start, and you can set each sample when it plays back. You can set where you want the sample to start. So that's really cool to get that sample chop effect. So it can get the sample chop effect. It just doesn't have a designated sample chopper that makes it easier to do. But there's ways to work around it, and it kind of like constraints encourage creativity, I feel. But yeah, enough talking about it. Let's get into some of the beats. I'll show you some of the samples I've got. I got this right now. Let me see. Is this pattern 1? Yeah. Don't want to get ahead of myself. So here's the first one I got. It's a sample from a band called Shiva Trash, a band I was in a couple years ago. And yeah, you know, I feel I can use this anyway because I technically wrote the keyboard part for this. So yeah, I mean, it's a recording I'm in from a band I was in a couple years ago, Shiva Trash from San Diego, California. Here's part of the intro. So there's the sample I took. I already sliced it there. I'm gonna copy it so you can hear the whole thing. Oops. Copy the sample. Get a pattern over here. Paste that. Now we're on that one. There we go. Okay, it's playing. So I got the sample looping over here. I don't want to mess up. The other thing about the Digitakt is that there's no return button, and this thing auto saves all the time. So as you're working, like whatever work you're doing, it's just going to be auto saving it. So like anything I do to this project, I can turn off the Digitakt, turn it back on, and it's going to be exactly where I left it. There's no you have to functionally, you can save the project, and then you could load it, and it's going to load back to the save point that you were at. But as you're working, like you can destroy it's destructive as you're working on your loop. So there's not really a lot of ways to save points on it. But here's what the whole sample sounds like. So that's the whole sample I took. And in this one, I just took a little part of it, and we sort of loop it. This is the first one I made out of the Digitakt, so I didn't really apply any filters to it, or pitch it up, or pitch it down. Looking back on it, I kind of wish I'd slowed it down a little bit, but I kind of want this track to jump too, you know? I like, I've been really enjoying it with all my other stuff that I've been working on that I'll show you. I've really enjoyed pitching down samples and slowing them down. You get some really cool effects that way, and it really helps in making it unrecognizable. But yeah, this time I didn't do it, you know, because I just kind of want this one to jump a little more, rock out. So let's see. Let's mute some things on this, and we'll just play the. We'll leave the kick drum on. Here we go. So you got that. You got a little thing right there. Bring in the claps. Let's start again. Take 2. All right, so yeah, let's just show you the beat. We're gonna start. We're gonna mute some stuff out because I kind of want to bring it in, and yeah, I'm not gonna talk that much. I'll just show you the beats. All right, take 3. So you heard the samples. Here's kind of what I've been working on. Little bit, kind of rough, but you know, it's where I'm at. You got to do something. You got to put the content for the people. You got to make the things. All right, fucking take 4. All right, so that's enough of that. Let's just get into it. Listen to a little bit of this beat. Let's hear what I got. Yeah, there you go. Little preview of that. That's kind of what I'm working on, you know. Could be a little cleaner, but ayo, we got it. We do what we can. Let me show you some of the stuff that you can do too with this thing on the So one of the cool things about this is so on this sample, we got the part over here that starts a little and the keyboard's going too. One of the things I want to kind of add to it. We got that right there. We're gonna shorten the ending now. Shorten the sample, make it go like. So there's just a little piece of the song right here. We can go in chromatic mode. That button. And now the Digitakt is acting as a synthesizer on our sample. And we still have access to all the filters and envelopes. Do a little bit reduction on that. That's pretty cool, you know. That's a cool little thing the Digitakt can do. Let's go on to the next beat. Let's check out this other one. The other day, my friend Reese came over and he brought a bunch of vinyls and we hooked everything up here in the studio, and we got to look through a bunch of samples out of his collection of vinyls that he brought me. And this was one. This is from a Sergio Mendes, I believe, bossa nova beat, Out of My Head. I'm not going to save the changes to the Shiva beat. Who knows what I did to that just now. So here's the Sergio Mendes. This is some of the samples. I'm still kind of like, I don't want to really mess with them because I don't want to mess up my workflow that I got so far. Oh, out of chromatic mode. All right. So I'm working on a little thing where I'm going to... out of my head, slowed down. Sounds cool. Actually, let's just enjoy it. I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Oh. And then it goes over you. Yeah, I'm trying to do a cool intro where I like pitch it up. I still haven't figured out. I had the idea in my head. I kind of recorded it, but it was really rough. Didn't sound great. And then I accidentally found out that there's a delete button on the Digitakt that I didn't save my project on. So it went away, but it was clumsy. I'm going to re-record that intro, but I kind of want to like do a pitch up into the speed that I'm at. And it'll kind of sound something like this. I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Oh. Pretty cool. And kind of goes into the beat where it goes into. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think my head. Yes, I head. Yes, I think my head. Yes, I head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. And that's what I got so far. That's the second beat I'm working on. Out of my head beat. Pretty cool. I dig it. Let's see what else we got here. Beat number 3 that I'm working on. Miles. Oh yeah, the other day I was I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you should. Saka Sal on Instagram. You get to see stories. A lot of other beat updates, you know, pretty much like way shorter, more abridged and concise versions of what I'm trying to do with this video. So the other day was dog sitting my friend's dogs. It's a Corgi and a Shiba Inu. The Shiba Inu is eating itself alive at this point. I don't want to get into it, but you pretty much got to watch this little fucker before he destroys himself. And yeah, they had a Miles Davis record, and you know it's kind of wonky, of course, really jazzy. I had to be a whore and sample some goddamn jazz, you know. You got to do it. I'm probably gonna add some anime samples over this, and like, I don't know, like a filtered sample of Morgan Freeman talking or something. But yeah, this Miles Davis sample got sampled nasty. It got tangled up nasty. All right, let's just hear it. The second part, I'm not even sure. Oh, little ratchets. And yeah, there's the Miles Davis beat I'm working on right there. I don't even remember what Miles Davis. I think it's Freddie Freeloader. That one's pitched down, and yeah, that one's pitched down. It's got a little pitch down. The other one also pitched down and then pitched back up, but still left a little down. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna plug in the pocket operator and maybe show you about that a little bit.